A big difference in our life, and I try to bring my best because I wanna then know how important they are.
I'm still a young guy. I just celebrated my 36th birthday, and I tell our distributors that I've got a good 30-year run in me. If my mom can work till she's 65, I need to be able to work until I'm 65 too. And when you're passionate about what you do, it's something that you can again say with conviction, because there's nothing slowing us down. I'm more hungry today than I was the day that we started this company, because I know the power of what we have in our hands with Jeunesse. I know the power of what we can do to change people's lives and to literally change the world with this culture that we've created here at Jeunesse. And I think it's only the beginning. It's not just marketing, it's not just sales, it's not just branding. There's a whole back end to this business that really drives the ship and moves the company forward. And you get to build community, you get to build family. That's the culture of Jeunesse. One of the clear missions that we have here at Jeunesse is always to be at the forefront of everything we're doing, to not just be looking next year, but to be looking 2, 5, 10 years out at different technologies, different innovations, always having an open mind, always realizing that there's new development, there's new evolution in marketing, in technology, in science, in different platforms that we can tap into and be a part of and enhance everything that we offer as a company. Jeunesse is touching hundreds and thousands of people's lives, and their passion is something that lights me up, that continues to inspire me every single day to support them to the best of our ability.
Now, please welcome our Chief Visionary Officer, Scott Lewis, to set your vision for 2019 to propel you towards success.
Expo 9 Thrive. Here we are, Bangkok, Thailand. Does anyone in this arena love Jeunesse? Is that all the energy we have? Does anyone in the arena love Jeunesse? Wow, it is such an honor to be back here in Bangkok, Thailand. Expo 9 Thrive, the 4th expo of 6 expos. Is anybody here from India today? Wow, a lot of people from India. There they are. Anybody from Africa, South Africa? Good day to my Aussies. Where are the Aussies at? Some super fans. Annyeonghaseyo, Korea. Konnichiwa, Japan. Luar biasa, Indonesia. Where's Malaysia at? Singapore, where are you at? Good morning to the Philippines. There's the Philippines. Who am I forgetting? Who am I forgetting? Always someone. Sawadee Krap, Thailand! Wow. Love the energy here at Impact Arena. Guys, this is the Expo 9 World Tour, and this is your opportunity to really have the biggest celebration of the year. These are the biggest events that we hold every year. These are the events when you get to build your belief, you get to ignite your passion, you get to build your vision bigger than it's ever been before. Are you ready to build your vision bigger? Are you ready to dream bigger? Are you ready to believe bigger? Well, today is the moment for you to thrive, guys. These are the moments that we live for. It's such an honor to be back here. And a big part of the opening today, and you're going to get to hear from some amazing speakers over the next couple days, but I want to speak to you a little bit more about thriving, and why we chose this theme of thrive. You see, every year we choose a theme for Expo. Many of you remember back in Singapore, 2000, I believe it was 16, the theme of the event was Unite. We were going to unite as one Jeunesse family. Then in Orlando, we empowered you. Last year we elevated, and this is the year that we thrive. Now when you think about the word thrive and you define that word, you know, when I thought about that word, when we came up with this theme, I immediately thought of our mission statement. It says, the Jeunesse family creates positive impact in the world, helping people look and feel young while empowering each other to unleash our potential. Unleashing our potential is thriving, maximizing your potential, living your best self, maximizing your life. How many of you want to live your best life? You see, to thrive is the ultimate reward when you're applying yourself to the fullest capacity, So how do we thrive? Some of you maybe already are thriving. Some of you have thrived before, and maybe you hit a rut and you're not thriving today. Some of you here today will be thriving. I take that back. All of you will leave this event and will be thriving. It's a feeling, though. It's a feeling that you're doing something that you're meant to be doing. How many of you believe that you're here for a reason today? How many of you believe that Jeunesse came into your life for a reason? You see, I believe that each and every one of you came into our lives for a reason. Each and every one of you came into Jeunesse's life for a reason. It's a feeling of being a part of something bigger than yourself. And I'm reminded, back before we launched the company 09, I remember being in the conference room at the old Jeunesse headquarters in Altamont Springs, Florida, and we talk about thrive being a feeling. And I remember being in the conference room, and we came up with the name of the company, we came up with the strategy of going to Asia and setting up the global platform beginning in Asia, the 2 products we were gonna launch. And I remember having a feeling in that conference room. And it's hard to explain, but I always get these gut feelings. You ever feel something in your gut, in your heart? And I remember leaving that conference room that day, and I looked at my mom right in the eyes. We walked out in the hallway, and I can still remember walking out, and I looked at my mom in the eyes, and I said, Mom, this is a company that's destined for greatness. Destined for greatness. I could feel it in my heart. I could feel the energy in the room. It was a feeling that I had. So how do we know? What do we do to make it happen? You see, thriving is not something we do, it's something that we feel. It's not an activity, it's the resulting feeling that we get from our activities, from our actions, from our behaviors. It's the feeling that we get in our heart and soul. It's the constant practices that you have pursuing greatnesses, but more importantly, it's the feeling that you get from those practices. And it comes in this form of an undeniable rush. This undeniable rush, this feeling of power, this feeling of control, this feeling of happiness. How many of you, I believe that so many people, how many of you would say that you're content? Well, how many of you would say that you're happy? Truly happy. Hands up. You see, I believe that there's way too many people in the world that are content being not happy, that are happy being just content. And I believe that thriving is truly living a fulfilled, happy life. I'm reminded of a quote by the late, great Steve Jobs, and he said, everyone here has a sense that right now is one of those moments where we're influencing the future. That right now is one of the moments that we are influencing the future. You see, I can stand here on this stage right now and I look around and I have that feeling right now. I have that feeling that today we are influencing the future of Jeunesse. Do you believe that? Do you believe that, Jeunesse family? I believe that today we are influencing the great future of this company. And you know, Steve Jobs, he couldn't have known, but he recognized the feeling. He was familiar with thriving. He created a platform for everybody to achieve that feeling of thriving. So I want you to soak up the moment. Count of 3, I want you to take a deep breath in and exhale. 3, 2, 1. I want you to have that feeling. I want you to keep it close to your heart this weekend. Because what you keep close to your heart this weekend and what you take out there when you leave this event is going to be the magic that helps you thrive in your business, that helps you thrive in your life. Because when we leave this event and all the excitement, all the emotion, everything kind of goes away and we get back to our home countries and cities and provinces, it's up to you to take that feeling back with you, to take the knowledge, to take the skills, to take the passion, the belief, everything that you gain from Expo 9 Thrive. It's up to you to take it and put it to practice. You see, thriving isn't a destination, it's a journey. It's a journey. Many of you know that I have a big vision for Jeunesse. And my vision is crystal clear. And I want to know, do you believe in my vision when I say that this company is destined to be the #1 company in network marketing worldwide? Do you believe that, Jeunesse family? Do you really believe it? Guys, I believe that with all my heart and soul. But you know what? We're not going to wait until we get to #1 to thrive. We're not going to wait until that destination of doing $10 billion a year and being the #1 company in this industry. We are thriving every single day. It's the journey that we're on. It's the memories, the experiences that we create. It's the moments that we have to grow together as one Jeunesse family. It's a process or a mission that never truly ends. You're constantly on the pursuit of thriving every single day, and it's inside of you. Each and every one of you has the potential for great things. So I hope that this weekend you build your belief in this company. You build your belief in this industry of network marketing. You build your belief in the products. But most of all, you build your belief in yourself. And to thrive, you have to feed the momentum. Thrive is a feeling. To keep it alive, you have to feed it every single day. It's constant self-improvement and personal development. I pride myself on being a student of this industry. Jeunesse, we pride ourselves on being constantly studying this industry, constantly trying to improve and develop ourselves. So how do you get that feeling? How do you know when you're thriving? Many of you think that if you're working hard, you're thriving. That if you're getting everything done in your list for the day, and you checked everything off the list, that you're thriving. But so many people are going to sleep exhausted and having to do it all over again. They're getting everything checked off their list, but they're waking up exhausted, just as exhausted as they were the night before. Many are going through all the motions, they're grinding, but you never get the feeling of truly thriving. To truly thrive, you have to make every single day count. So Jeunesse family, I want to know, are you ready to make today count? I'm going to ask you again, are you ready to make today count? You see, that's thriving. It's living in the moment. It's making the most of this opportunity, this blessing that we have in our hands and our lives called Jeunesse. And you have to go through the motions. You have to go through it every single day. But thriving for me, I remember I still have an alarm clock, 5:15 a.m., and on my iPhone it says, make today count. Make today count. But how do I know I'm thriving? I haven't woken up to that alarm clock in a long time. I wake up before my alarm clock every single morning, truly passionate and excited to get the day started. That is when you know you're thriving. Constantly be on the pursuit of that feeling of thriving. I want to know though, are you surviving or are you thriving? You know, I read an article by Deepak Chopra, and he said, you know, he's going through the ways that you can know if you're not thriving, if you're just surviving. And one of the ways is if you choose the path of least resistance. If you choose the path of least resistance. If you're taking the easy way out. If you're taking the easy way out every single day, you're looking for the most comfortable route, you're not growing, you're not developing. If you're more reactive than proactive. If you're living your life paying bills and acquiring things, but you can never see past that next cycle. You're going through the routine of life. I think we all get into those ruts sometimes, and you wake up and, you know, you just feel like you're going through the routine, that you're not really living your best life, that you're going through the motions. Have you ever had that feeling? I think we've all had that feeling. And that's when you need to recognize it, and you need to move past it. You need to make the most. You see, many people see failure as the end result of an experience, but in reality, it's just a setback. It's an opportunity to reload, to re-engage. If change scares you, then you're not thriving. You're just surviving. If this list describes you, maybe you're doing enough to survive, but you're not doing enough to thrive, to get outside your comfort zone. They say when you get outside your comfort zone, that zone never contracts again, it only expands. So we have to get outside of our comfort zone every single day, push ourselves out of that comfort zone, talk to people we never thought we could talk to, do things we never thought we could do, but it's all inside of us. Before we can truly thrive, we have to identify the difference of what it means to survive, because we do get in those ruts, and what it really means to thrive. But one thing I can tell you is that when we leave Expo Sunday afternoon, you're gonna have the knowledge, you're gonna have the confidence to choose the path to thrive. Not to survive, but to thrive. You're gonna get incredible knowledge on this stage, and it's up to you to apply it to your business and to your life, and ultimately, you will leave this event and you will thrive. Does that sound good? Every one of us can thrive. It's deep within inside of us. You have to know coming out of this event what you need to do. You're gonna know exactly what you need to do to get out there and experience what it means to thrive. All of us are here today to obtain the necessary mindset in order to really have that feeling of thriving. They say whatever you hold in your mind on a consistent basis is exactly what you're gonna experience in your life. So what is thriving for you? Think about it. What does thriving really mean to you? You see, sometimes we get bogged down in the daily grind, the daily routine of life, and we lose sight of why we're doing it. What's it really for? What's the meaning? What's the purpose? What gives you purpose in life? It's important that you recognize that. Is it achieving the next rank and going sapphire in jeunesse? Is it making more money? Is it helping your children go to private school? Is it buying a new home, a new car? Is it increasing the numbers of your team? Is it helping someone in your team go sapphire or go pearl? But you have to recognize what it is for you and identify it. But let me tell you, one thing is, it's achieving more than you ever aimed for. Achieving more than you ever aimed for. It's achieving all your goals, all the things on your list, and discovering that you still had more in you, that you still had more inside of you. That's thriving, and that's why it can't be planned. You can't plan to thrive. Plan to be open to go beyond your goals, beyond your dreams, and that's when you know you're thriving. Not just when you're hitting your goals, but what's beyond those goals? What's beyond those dreams? The unknown, that's what thriving is, and that's what all of you are gonna have the ability to experience coming out of this event. So I want you to define it for yourself by setting your goals high, by doing work with discipline, being open to achieving more, embracing bigger challenges, looking at risk as opportunity, facing your fears with excitement and belief. Because the fears we don't face become our limits. You have to face your fears. I remember a quote by Les Brown, and he's spoken at some of our Jeunesse events in the past, and he said, "Shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you'll be among the stars." If you hit all your goals, the things you're supposed to do, and you're having success, you still might miss the feeling of thriving. You still might miss it. Whether your goal, your purpose, your passion is to become a millionaire or to lead a more meaningful family life or something in between, the rules are still the same. You will thrive when you embrace what's beyond your goals, what's beyond your achievements, what's beyond your dreams. When you wake up thinking and knowing that there's more. Look at it pragmatically. Think about it. What else is there to do if you're meeting all your goals? Every single day you're meeting your goals. What else is there to do? You can't thrive if you're not advancing every single day. And there's a word I want you to keep in mind this weekend because it's your enemy and you have to eliminate it. Stagnation. Becoming stagnant is your enemy. Becoming complacent. I want you to keep that close to you because it's your enemy. It's necessary to prevent that from happening, to never be comfortable, to always stay hungry. Are you guys hungry to be successful in Jeunesse? Are you hungry to go diamond in Jeunesse? I'm gonna ask you again, are you hungry to go diamond in Jeunesse? You see, if you continue to do what you've always done and it's been working, that doesn't mean that it's always gonna keep working. For Jeunesse, yeah, it's been working, but we always are innovating. We're always breaking the mold. We're always trying to stay at the forefront of the latest product development, the latest marketing strategies, always making sure that we're redefining ourselves. That's important for you. Just because you go sapphire, just because you go diamond in Jeunesse, doesn't mean that you're thriving. It's about being on that constant pursuit of greatness. You always have to be evolving. You always have to be advancing, refining. The feeling of thriving comes from new territory. It's the territory that you haven't even experienced yet. And we're gonna go into a new territory in about 30 minutes from now, because how many of you know that Jeunesse is launching into an $80 billion a year product segment today? Is that exciting? Are you guys excited for the new product reveal? Come on, guys, $80 billion market. You see, thriving is not a one-time activity, though. It's an ongoing process, constantly renewing yourself, developing yourself, redefining yourself. Sometimes we keep doing the same things because we fear taking risks. So you're just going through the motions, the routine, because you don't want to take those risks. You don't want to get outside your comfort zone. You want to be comfortable. Everybody likes to feel this feeling of comfort, and that's not thriving. It's getting beyond that, going to the unknown, uncharted territory. You have to be willing to hit some walls, but to face those walls and break through them with power, with belief, with conviction. That's thriving. Nobody hits the bullseye with the first arrow, with every arrow. You have to keep firing that every single time until eventually you hit that bullseye and you truly are thriving. Eliminate the stagnation. There's gonna be setbacks, there's gonna be adversity. We all have them. Setbacks are an important part of thriving. It's not failure. It's a sign that you need to make changes or alterations on the hunt for who you've not yet become. Constantly refining, making changes on that hunt for who you've not yet become. I can tell you that I'm always on that hunt. I always want to become my best self, and I'm today not my best self. None of us are, because our best self is looking forward. It's progressing. It's trying to find that moment, that feeling of thriving. And that's what we're doing here at Jeunesse with the company, with ourselves, is looking for that moment where we're constantly reaching the point of a truly fulfilled life, and it's constant progress. A key element to thriving is always learning about yourself, your potential, your ability within. Facing adversity with resilience, being resilient in the face of adversity. You see, when I look in this front row and I see these double diamonds and diamonds, I know that they faced adversity. Matter of fact, they maybe have faced more adversity than you because they got outside their comfort zone. They had to hear that no more times than maybe you have, but they were resilient in the face of adversity, and that's what it takes to thrive. You know, even Jeunesse, we have adversity. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and say last year is the first year we didn't have a growth year. It was our third consecutive billion-dollar year, $1.3 billion, but it was the first year that we didn't have a growth year. That's a moment of adversity that we have to be resilient. And then we go back, we re-strategize, we come up with, a new product segment, new strategies, new promotions, and you look at what's happening this year. What's happening this year is Jeunesse is thriving. We were up 12% already to start the year. Is that exciting? Guys, is that exciting? You see, we've already passed the billion-dollar mark again. We've already had our fourth consecutive billion-dollar year. Is that exciting? Come on, Jeunesse family. Fourth consecutive billion-dollar year already. Is that exciting? We haven't even launched a new product. We haven't even arrived at Bangkok. And this month of September, with 10 days left to go, is already a record month for this company. And we still have 10 days to go. We still are going to launch that product. We're going to launch those promo packs. We're going to announce where the next trip, lifestyle rewards trip is. And all of you are going to get out there and leverage it. We are going to crush our record month of back in June. We've already surpassed it. So realize that, even though you face adversity, be resilient. You look at what this company is doing this year. I give you guys all the credit. And again, thriving isn't the result or performance, it's the feeling that you have. It's achieving more than we ever knew. And, for me, it's a feeling. I crave it. I embrace it. It drives me. It's about bringing Jeunesse to an entirely new level, a level that I never thought was possible. And the best part about it is I know that the vision isn't just mine. When I talk about creating the #1 company in this industry, it's a vision that we share together as one Jeunesse family, and it's our responsibility to continue to position Jeunesse as the gold standard in this industry, the leader in this industry. I can't tell you how many of our competitors are watching us all the time. All of you are part of the greatest network marketing company in the world. Do you believe that? Guys, there is something special about this company, but most of all, it's the heart of this company. It's the love that we share as one Jeunesse family that cannot be replaced. Our competitive advantage is the love that we share. It's the feeling that we have right here in this arena as one team, one family, one Jeunesse. Thriving is constant progress. The more you're open to learning, the more you're going to thrive. Learning about yourself, your team, learning more about Jeunesse, being at more events, more conference calls, more incentive trips. The more you're learning, the more you're engulfing and understanding this culture and giving yourself the potential to thrive. There's always a fresh perspective and way to look at your business. A new way to look at your activities, your team. I want you guys to have an open mind this weekend. They say, when the mind is like a parachute, your mind is like a parachute, it doesn't work unless you open it. So we've got to keep an open mind this weekend about the possibilities of what you can do to thrive in your business, to thrive in your life. When you explore fresh ideas, when you embrace new ideas, you'll be open to limitless possibilities, limitless possibilities. Every avenue, every new way of thinking can lead to thriving. In order to thrive, you have to be in this constant state of development and progressing, day to day looking forward. And I mentioned that thriving isn't a destination. It's not something to plan for the future. Thriving is now. There we go, that is going with me. Thriving is now. It's not a destination. It's this feeling that should be a part of your daily life. It's attainable today if you let it get into you. Thriving is now. It's making every single day your best day. Are you ready to make today your best day? Are you ready to make this weekend your very best weekend? You see, that's what thriving's all about. I'm reminded of a quote by the late, great Jim Rohn. He said, happiness is not something you postpone for the future. It's something you design for the present. You should be doing activities every single day that bring a feeling of thriving into your life, achieving above and beyond the status quo. If you live in that mindset every single day, you're going to find yourself thriving. At Jeunesse, we're a culture that's built on thriving, with hundreds of thousands of thrivers just like yourself all around the world. People maximizing their potential in the field with all of you and all the leaders developing, even at corporate. We are a culture that's built on thriving. It's built into everything we do, into our systems, our training, our events, our promotions, our product development, the experiences that we want to create. At Jeunesse, we live to thrive. Every decision we make for this company is from a standpoint of creating a platform where you can thrive. Not survive, but thrive. I believe wholeheartedly that Jeunesse is destined to be one of the great legacy companies of this industry. One of the great legacy companies of this industry. This has never been just a company, a deal. Jeunesse is a global movement. When you bring together like-minded, like-hearted people with a unified mission to create positive impact in the world, changing thousands of lives around the world, you can create a movement. And all of you are a part of this movement. And this movement isn't just for the next 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. I talk about having a 30-year run. A 30-year run. I want to know, Jeunesse family, are you guys ready to run hard? Are you ready to run fast? Are you ready to run with me and take Jeunesse to the very top of this industry? Guys, we will not stop until we get there, and we will be thriving every step of the way. Maya Angelou once said, my mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style. We have to live our lives on purpose, having clear purpose. We have to live our lives with passion, true passion. Are you guys passionate about Jeunesse? Are you passionate about becoming your best self? Are you passionate about thriving? Guys, that's what this event is all about this weekend. Napoleon Hill once said, your big opportunity may be where you are right now. Right now. Feel the energy in this arena. Feel the passion in this arena. I want you to take that deep breath again, and I want you to soak up this moment. Remember this moment, and remember that we are influencing the future of this company. 3, 2, 1. Feel it right now. Feel that energy, feel that passion. Put it deep inside your heart, because this is a company that is destined for greatness. This is a company that is destined to continue to rewrite the history of this industry. Our mission is to make sure that everything we do at Jeunesse creates a culture and an opportunity for you to thrive in the moment, to always be innovative. This business platform is not just built to thrive in 5 or 10 years from now. We want you to have that feeling of thriving today, right now at this very moment. And then in 5 years from now, you'll be somewhere that you never thought possible. But you can be there today. You can be there right now. You can make a decision to make today your best day. You can make a decision to thrive today. Jeunesse family, are you ready to thrive? One more time, are you ready to thrive? Guys, if I could get everybody to stand up here in Impact Arena. This is the 4th stop on the tour. The 4th expo. We're gonna shoot a video real fast. We're gonna take some pictures. And the next stop is in Rome, Italy. And I want everybody in Europe to feel the energy, to know what's happening here at Impact Arena. I want them to know that we are ready to thrive. So count of three. I'm gonna say Jeanette's family. I want you to say thrive. Let's practice. 3, 2, 1. Jeanette's family. Jeanette's family. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Jeanette's